This January, Disney Plus is the home to new stories, new journeys, and new beginnings, with Disney's National Treasure Edge of History, as well as Star Wars Bad Batch Season 2 for the older kids in your family. Months have passed since the events on Kamino, and the Bad Batch continue their journey navigating the Empire after the fall of the Republic. I'm definitely looking forward to that new National Treasure show for one of our Friday family movie nights to cuddle up on the couch with some popcorn. All these and more streaming this month only on Disney Plus. Hey friends, it's Mr. Jim and welcome back to Kid Short Stories. If this is your first time, welcome to the family. We are the podcast that turns your ideas into an amazing adventure every single day. You know, we couldn't even exist without imaginations from kids just like you. So if you have an idea for a story, I'd love to see it. Check down in the show notes below for how you can submit your own story idea, and maybe we'll turn it into an awesome adventure. And parents, if you're new to kids podcasting, I want to challenge you to listen to podcasting for 5 days in a row with your kids. It's going to increase their imagination, decrease screen time, and we're going to have a lot of fun along the way. Are you guys ready for today's adventure? Me too, let's go! Charlie and Cooper always looked forward to their family skiing trips. Have you ever gone skiing before? Oh, you gotta bring your warm stuff. Hats, gloves. Oh yeah, you don't want to freeze yourself on a skiing trip. Well, as soon as they arrived at the mountain, they were ready to go. "Race you to the chairlift!" Charlie shouted. They speedily strapped on their skis, scrambling to see who would hit the slopes first. They slid their way over to the chairlift and skied straight into their seats. "Whoop! Ow! Oh, a tie!" shouted Cooper as they headed up the mountain. The boys looked over the edge and out around the snowy landscape. I love taking the chairlift. I can see everything from up here, Charlie said. Oh, me too, Cooper agreed. I like how small everybody looks down there, like tiny little ants. And look, there's the parking lot, the ski lodge, all those treetops, and the Yeti, added Charlie. Yeah, and wait, what? Shouted Cooper. He looked over in the same direction as Charlie and spotted it. Darting through the trees below them was a huge, white, fluffy Yeti. Cooper would have missed all that white fur in the snow if the Yeti hadn't been zipping around so clumsily through the trees. He kept crashing into them. Cooper squinted to see it better, then realized why the Yeti looked so uncoordinated. Charlie, that Yeti is wearing skis. I think it needs some lessons, said Charlie very excitedly. When we get off this chairlift, we gotta find it. Cooper agreed. Yeah, let's teach this Yeti how to ski without crashing into trees at least. So the two boys bounced up and down impatiently, all the while keeping their eye glued to the bumbling, crashing Yeti. The chairlift seemed to creep so slowly towards the top of the mountain, definitely slower than ever before. Finally, though, it reached the top, and they hopped off. To the woods! Shouted Charlie as he raised one hand up to the sky. They turned away from the path down the mountain and headed into the trees on their skis. Go slowly! Watch out for the Yeti and the trees! Cooper whispered loudly, not wanting the Yeti to hear them. White flashed right up ahead of them. I think I see it! Charlie zigged around the trees while Cooper zagged. Wobbly lines were carved out in the snow from the Yeti skis, and they followed them until there he was. The Yeti struggled to keep its balance in the trees ahead. The boys were right behind the Yeti now, and Charlie was tired of trying to sneak up on it. "Hey! Yeti, wait for us!" The startled Yeti toppled over at the sound of his voice. "Hey! Ah!" The boys stopped next to the fallen, crashed Yeti. "First time skiing?" guessed Charlie. "Oh, that's bad, huh?" the Yeti pouted. "Well, I'm the Silver Snow Yeti. I was trying to learn how to ski in the woods so no one would see me, but as you can tell, these trees just don't want to let me through. They keep tripping me." "Oh, don't worry. We're here to help. Charlie and I, we've been skiing our whole lives. Let us teach you." "Really? Oh, thank you." The Yeti dusted itself off, renewed with excitement. Cooper and Charlie showed it how to make a triangle with their skis and snowplow forward. Do you know how to ski? Like a snowplow? Making a triangle with the skis? Yeah, that's a really good way to start learning and to control. And oh, look, they're teaching the Yeti how to turn left and right. "Like this?" asked the Yeti. The kids both cheered him on. "Yeah, you're doing great." After a couple minutes, the Yeti became much more confident in its abilities. "I got this now!" it shouted, picking up speed. "Look at me go!" The Yeti weaved around trees faster and faster. It skidded past tree trunks and dodged bushes. Shoo! That was a close one. But it was no match, oh dear, for the small boulders coming up in the path. "Look out, Yeti!" The Yeti hit the boulders and went flying out of the woods. And onto a real trail down the mountain. "Look out below!" People screamed as the Yeti tumbled into their path, powdery snow flying all around them as it rolled around and around across the mountain trail. As the Yeti began to slow, it thought all would be fine. Until, oh no, its skis popped off. They took off down the mountain at top speeds. "My skis!" yelled the Yeti, running wildly after them. "Stop those skis!" The other skiers continued screaming in fright as the Yeti dashed all around them, arms waving wildly above its head, trying to catch the runaway skis. Wow, that would probably be pretty scary. If I was skiing and a wild Yeti was running, I don't know what I would do. What would you do if a wild, very crazy-looking Yeti was running towards you? One skier went left and one went right, causing the Yeti to run back and forth, looking even wilder than before. Some skiers thought it was chasing them and screamed, skiing away as fast as they could. By the time Cooper and Charlie made it down the mountain, the Yeti was already off the slope, but still trying to wrangle those skis. The chairlift had stopped running and people were running to the ski lodge to hide. "Ah, it's a wild Yeti! Help, it's after me!" People all around thought the Yeti was after them or wanted to steal their ski equipment. "Come on, we gotta help the Yeti. It's chaos down there," said Charlie. Him and Cooper helped the Yeti chase down the skis. The skis were finally apprehended and put back in the hands of the Yeti. It was grateful, but still looked a bit bummed. Cooper tried to make the Yeti feel better. "Hey, it's okay. Let's try this again, this time at an easier hill." They all headed over to the bunny hill and climbed up. They helped the Yeti strap on its skis again and practiced that ski triangle. All afternoon, they practiced, and other people began to notice. More and more skiers returned to the mountain, and the chairlift started crawling up again. Eventually, everyone came back and wasn't scared of the Yeti as it learned how to ski with its new friends. News spread far and wide about the skiing Yeti at the mountain. Cooper and Charlie continued to teach the Yeti how to ski during their family vacations, and others began to help out while they were gone. By the next winter, that Yeti had gotten so good at its snow plowing and ski triangling that it was hired as the instructor for the Bunny Hills. So if you ever get to ski at Silver Star Mountain, make sure you drop by the Bunny Hill and say hello to Silver, the Yeti ski instructor. The end.
We'll be right back after a brief word from our sponsor. Wow, looks like we're already back to the show.
Great job, you listened all the way to the end, and you know what time it is. It's time for Kid Shoutouts. I want to say hey to Yash from India, Arush from India, Carly from Illinois, Betty from New Jersey, Andrew from Vancouver, Cora and Sam from Pennsylvania, and Clark and Mary from Dallas, Texas. I'm so glad that you're all on Kid Short Stories. We could not have this much fun with imagination without you, my friends. Well, I hope you all have a super duper day, and I'll see you on our next adventure. Bye!
We'll be right back after a brief word from our sponsor.
This January, Disney Plus is the home to new stories, new journeys, and new beginnings with Disney's National Treasure Edge of History, as well as Star Wars Bad Batch Season 2 for the older kids in your family. Months have passed since the events on Kamino, and the Bad Batch continue their journey navigating the Empire after the fall of the Republic. I'm definitely looking forward to that new National Treasure show for one of our Friday family movie nights to cuddle up on the couch with some popcorn. All these and more streaming this month only on Disney Plus.